Now, live from KUSI, this is Good Business San Diego. Sponsored by Wilsey Asset Management.
Hi, I'm Roy Robertson. Welcome to Good Business San Diego, where we talk to San Diego's business leaders about topics that are important to you, your community, your health, your home, and your family. The following portion of Good Business San Diego is sponsored by Piątkowski Immigration Law. Today, we bring you a true story of perseverance and professional achievement. Andrea Piątkowski is an immigration attorney based in San Diego, originally from Venezuela, who came legally to the United States in 2012 to start her career. Today, Andrea talks about her journey, her challenges, and her dedication to clients as she has built her successful practice. What a great story you've got. Thanks for coming in and sharing it here today. So let's talk about the process of becoming an attorney in the United States. You were practicing in Venezuela, right?
Yes, I practiced for just 1 year, but that was good enough.
That was good enough and long enough, and then you decided to come to the States. How difficult has the process been, especially in the early going, to get yourself established?
It was really hard. It was a 7 years process.
7 years?
Yes, from starting English to going to law school, adapting to a new system, learning about the common law, and then trying to pass one of the toughest exams in the world.
But you did not speak English before coming to the United States?
I knew basic English,
yeah. Right.
But I needed to improve my English to get to school.
Why did you choose to come to San Diego?
Because it was the best spot in the United States.
That's a good answer. I think everybody that's watching would agree with that.
Everybody is agreeing with this.
Including me. Absolutely. You mentioned the bar exam, and we know it's notoriously difficult to pass the bar in California. So how many times did it take you to get through it? How many tests did you have to take?
You know, it's funny that I got that question in many job interviews that I had before.
I bet.
Yeah, I took the bar exam 6 times. So basically it was 4 years of my life. I failed 5 times. And it's one of the toughest exams in the country. By the time that I passed, it was during COVID. And the passing rate was just 26%.
Is that right?
So, of course, I felt super proud of myself.
And compounded by COVID, too, which at that time, nothing was easy, of course.
Yeah.
And was it a deterrent? You said that people were mentioning this. How many times did you take it as you were interviewing for positions?
That was the reason why I didn't get the job, which is why now I work for myself. So it was a good thing.
Right. If you don't get hired, you branch out and you start your own practice, which you've done. So great. Tell us about being an immigration attorney, particularly in the climate in 2025. It's probably challenging for you, I would guess.
Yeah, it's challenging. It's very stressful, but it's also exciting. Every day it's different. Like one day I might be helping someone in the process of naturalization. Another day I'm helping a member of the military bring over to the country a fiance or a family member. Another day I'm helping an investor to open a company here and offer employment. So it's really interesting. It varies all the time. Immigration is very complex, so I narrow my practice to family immigration, business immigration, and some humanitarian areas of immigration.
But in those categories, there's a lot of diversity in what it is that you're doing, the people that you're able to assist.
Exactly.
With a variety of different needs. That must be really gratifying for you.
It is. At the end of the day, I feel proud of what I do.
So this took 7 years to get through the process. Did you at some point get dejected and think either I got to move on to something else, or I got to go back to Venezuela?
Well, the thought was there, you know, that feeling of maybe I should think over something else. But I didn't have a plan B. I was an attorney back home, and I was committed to become an attorney here in the United States. And I knew the process was going to be hard, but I also saw improvement every time I took the bar. Like at the time, the minimum score was 1440, and the first time I took the bar was 1206. And in my mind, I was like, hey, I'm not that bad. I'm not that far ahead, you know.
So encouraged even though you didn't pass it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was improvement, and I knew that it was just a matter of time.
And do you feel as though because you are from Venezuela, does this make you uniquely qualified to deal and understand the challenges of people with immigration issues?
That's right. I was an immigrant myself. Yeah. I went through a consular processing. I naturalized. I did many of the processes that now I help people with.
So what is the process of getting in contact with you, and are you taking on new clients?
Of course, yeah. I mean, I'm very open on my social media, so many people contact me through social media. My website is up to date. There are different branches where I advertise and I do community work. So that's how people get to know me.
Yeah.
And they can easily contact me.
And they will find you online at your website, which is your name, which is Andrea Piątkowski.
AndreaPiotkovskyLaw.com.
AndreaPiotkovskyLaw.com is actually the website. Preceding portion of Good Business San Diego, sponsored by Piotkovsky Immigration Law. And we will be right back with more of Good Business San Diego right after this.